Origin just home Rex, and this is Helldivers 2 review. Triple the offense budget, Starship Bloopers, but on Maxer. I'm guessing this is like a multiplayer type of game that you play with your friend type of way. Squad, multiplayer, something. I don't know. It feels like that. But I don't know. Do Maxer covers a lot of type of games, right? But the recent version of Maxer, where it's like, okay, he all the older videos he put comments like this is not to the quality that I'm doing nowadays type of way. So I don't know, it's like another version of Maxer in past year or two that he's been making like incorrect summaries and things like that. Those are usually like single player content driven games usually. So I don't know, but yeah, there is also like Genshin Impact, but Genshin whatever. So but that also, it's not just multiplayer, is it? That's also like content driven game. So I don't know, is this just a multiplayer game that you play with your friend or something? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe. So, that way I know which type of videos to react to more. I like anything, video game related. And I've been watching Maxer videos a lot. It says in tag as well. So, yeah, if you like reaction like this, like and subscribe, I guess. That way I know which type of videos to react to more. And, I get, algorithm, gets, better. I don't know. Sometimes, some videos does good, some video doesn't do good because I posted something else. Usually, YouTube doesn't like different type of videos. But I'm a reaction channel, and I post all type of videos. So, this way algorithm can be helped, I guess. Let's watch it.
This video contains many certifiable thought crimes. Helldivers 2 is an amazing co-op shooter that plays exactly like No Man's Sky, except instead of exploring the cosmos, you die horribly in the Somme. Every copy of Helldivers 2 is personalized. Joel wanted me to fight 10,000 fire ants. In a universe where humanity is beset on all sides by curious wildlife and the actual Terminators, Super Earth, the galaxy's last and only bastion of managed democracy, sends its finest men, women, and children over 7 to liberate and spread freedom to the most horrifying hellscapes known to man, where war crimes are not only...
Yeah, I just saw it says 2024. It's a new game. Obviously, the graphics are still like a cinematic thing. Nowhere that's how graphics looks. This is how the graphics look, but yeah.
Justified, but are necessary. We play as the Helldivers, humanity's finest in emancipation and friendly fire incidents. But there's no need to worry about that last one because we are incredibly expendable. All across the galaxy, Liberty's enemies march ever closer. But through the power of teamwork, friendship, and 500-kilogram bombs, we will fight for freedom, for democracy, and most importantly, because it's really funny. Dudes be like, Helldivers 2 is military propaganda. My brother in Christ. It worked. Triple the defense budget. The first thing you'll notice upon entering the SES Judge of Judgment is the incredibly stupid name. And yes, you are able to name it other things using the Wizard 101 naming scheme. Things like the Pride of Pride, Star of the Stars, Patriot of Patriotism, and my personal favorite, the Founding Father of Family Values, because this game has a lot of violence in movies. Oh, here.
I'm not gonna lie. Founding of family values, that's insane, man. Many layers to that one.
Used to be depicted as the Soy Wojak. The second thing you'll notice upon entering the bridge is the ongoing galactic war, and that we are currently fucking losing the galactic war, which is why we need to suit up with exactly 3 of our friends and choose which planet is in vital need of the democratic process. If you don't have any friends, then I hope you can speak good Mandarin. I think I did something to make him mad. But to win the Galactic War, we must first understand the Galactic War. We can ill afford another Malevolon Creek, which is why I'm going to go over each of the 2 fronts that are currently reducing us to smears across the galaxy. And I'm going to do it at difficulty 7 or above, which is coincidentally the perfect enlistment age. On the left-hand side of the political spectrum, we have the Automaton Front, an enemy focusing on range tactics, heavy armor in slight...
Or I'm not gonna lie, 4 team, I mean, mechanically makes sense from the video game perspective. But lore-wise, the game story-wise, usually in urban warfare, that's where like 3-4 is enough because you have to go through buildings and things. Anything more than 4 is like too much, right? It's like open field battles with like deserts and jungles. Why just 4, right? It'd be like bigger team or something. But I get it. I'm guessing it's a mechanical, the game engine problem.
Excess and an extremely high amount of explosive ordnance. Oh, I'm out of here, guys, later. If that sounds a little bit intimidating, then don't worry. I haven't even gotten to the horde of angry chainsaws yet. Chainsaw Man reference goes in the video here,
awesome,
but talking about the automaton front is never complete without talking about the fucking Creek, or as it is known by our honored veterans, Space Vietnam. This goddamn planet has been single-handedly responsible for most of our casualties.
My leg!
Is this SpongeBob? And that is genuinely impressive considering that 10 million men have already died in the Battle of the Madagascar Lemur. Those are considered rookie numbers, and we're already outpacing the Taiping Rebellion. In fact, every single military operation we conduct is in some way related to Malevelon Creek. And personally, I don't really see what all the hype is about. After all, it's just one planet. How important could one planet possibly be?
I am a human supremacist! I am a human supremacist! Our supremacy will not end on this planet! I am a human! We will go interdimensional. We will unlock the secrets of the universe. God has laid them out like Christmas presents for his children.
Boot camp's got fucking weird recently. Malevelon Creek, and by extension...
Is there any game where Alex Jones doesn't fit in with every shit he says? This is insane. Just put his dialogue in. It will make things much better, I guess. Put him in Warhammer. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there is videos, right? Where basically somebody literally talks about, I guess, custodians, this and that, using the dialogues from Alex Jones. There you go, Warhammer.
The rest of the front is essentially an exercise in how much PTSD one man can possibly get. Their firepower is so overwhelming, so absolutely constant, that describing it as an endless retreat where you accidentally accomplish all of your objectives
for games
would
like
be
this
very generous, as it implies that I do the objectives.
Fucking shit!
This can occasionally push you into what we call unfortunate tactical positions, at which point your main options for survival are
seriously, man, this is like multiplayer type of way with co-op type of game, right? The graphics are insane. I get it's new game, but still, usually graphics don't improve because they basically see how much graphics an average gamer has, right? They're not just gonna make a game that plays at the top of the top card, because how many people have that? Who's gonna play that game? Crysis had that issue, right? The first one. So, but this is graphics are good, so implying that 40 series graphics are really good. Is that it? 1430 series, they can play games like this. Or is this from the, smoother engine? Because these graphics are really good.
are going to be watching your slower friends get burned to death in the Mekong. I will never unhear that scream. So yes, this planet may be what economists call bad use of our human capital. But after dealing with several days of what I can only describe as angry forklift decommissioning. Oh shit, this motherfucker's not OSHA certified. You really need a step ladder for that, sir. Okay, call me crazy, but I think there's a turret around this corner, guys. I fucking hate the creek. I can safely say that the attachment has become fucking personal. And honestly, I just want to see how many bodies one planet can hold. We lost Vietnam, we lost Afghanistan, and yes,
you need
we
tactics.
Definitely lost America. So goddammit, I am not going to lose this shit to ones and zeros. God gave this galaxy to a non-binary species, and service guarantees gender affirmation. Fun facts about the bot front. Number 10, man urinates on fellow passenger for not being allowed to smoke. Number 9, if you happen to make the mistake of fighting here, you're quickly going to realize that most of our forces are Chinese, each one taking glorious revenge against the steel plants they work in. Very auspicious behavior. And conversely, we Guilo have been sent by our barbarian prince to fight the hordes of angry roaches. For it is the God-given right of the defense lobby to remind the bugs that it is man who is made in God's image. Really can't wait to die on fucking, legally distinct Klendathu. The Terminid front, the Terminid population problem is a wide assortment of increasingly horrifying demons, each one abandoned by their creators in completely different ways. My guy's got a bad case of the rigor mortis. We've got small bugs, big bugs, immortal bugs, bugs that function as artillery, and of course, the bugs that stalk you at night. Thankfully for us though, napalm is an equal opportunity employer. And a lot of positions are open right now. That is to say, once you start fighting the bugs, you do not stop for about 40 minutes or so, because they just spawned a battalion from the ground like the goddamn Viet Cong for the 3rd time in a row, and I do not have enough raid for this shit. Good fucking throw, dude. I just want to walk to the...
Yeah, see, overwhelming games are fun sometimes, but it also can be frustrating, right? I mean, one instance, I know, like Baldur's Gate 3, right? There is, Shadowlands, right? When you're supposed to protect the... Who's that guy? I forgot. The one you get from the grove, right? That the guy who turns into bear, I forgot his name, right? You're supposed to, protect the portal while hordes coming towards you. Now I heard certain spells at the time, right, which is like slowed enemy movement, but I didn't know how intense that shit gonna get. I was very close to like just portal getting destroyed in one try. I'm pretty sure I would have reloaded if I didn't have 1 or 2, spells at the time that came with certain ring and things. The whole fighting would have been insane. That tentacle spell, basically, that you spray on the ground that slows the movement. And obviously, Shadow Hearts, that guardian spell that just basically she walks everywhere and kills everything. If I didn't have that whole thing would have been too overwhelming.
McDonald's, guys. I'm just a level 1 goblin. It's literally my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. And do you want to know the worst part about this war? We, don't really know how they move between planets. And I don't think they have what you would call a plan. Rather, the Terminids simply appear in places they wish to eviscerate. Kind of like a Whole Foods. So, you can imagine my shock when I learned that those white bitches were trying to gentrify the moon. They are ruining the amazing local culture of, California. I hope it's becoming obvious that fighting these things under normal circumstances is what we call, same-day shipping to God. What the fuck? Fortunately for us, though, we have access to a wide variety of unique and hilarious tools, which are only accessible via inputting a series of hand signs, informally known as
What is that?
airstrike jutsu. Whether it's big airstrikes, bigger airstrikes, biggest airstrike the engine can sustain, or airstrikes that specialize in killing everything except the enemy, there are so many bad guys with so much damage to be done that the most challenging part is keeping your team out of the blast radius.
I got 500
Who gives a
kilogram
fuck?
ready.
What have you fucking done? And yes, you do have to throw them, which means you can drop them, throw the wrong asset, and even attach them to enemies that are running into you. My personal favorite combination is definitely the napalm and chlorine gas, for when you really, really want your enemies to feel pain. Inside and out. We also offer a gluten-free variety. Now, of course, airstrikes aren't the only thing we can deliver.
Okay, is the Maxer doing this? What you want? The hand thing? Or the character does that every time throw the bomb?
Just most of them, because here at the Defense Department, we take care to provide, why can't I say words? A wide array of support tools. And by support tools, I mean the machine gun, which are crucial and necessary for fighting, literally anything. We've got flamethrowers, jetpacks, automatic lasers that demand human sacrifice, average American police taser with unlimited ammo, automatic targeting, and a vendetta against teammates. For when you really hate everything in a general direction, railguns that encourage you to fire volleys like Napoleonic line infantry. It also has 2 fire modes called safe mode and unsafe mode. And of course, the
Unsafe for
giant
you.
death robots that randomly explode sometimes.
What?
That is the last time I buy a fucking Tesla. My personal favorite strategy involves everyone giving their mechs to the
Seriously, man, Tesla thing, right? People are saying, oh, look at that. Yeah, electric cars are the best. In a way they are, right? I like electric cars as well. But people are really not realizing, like, once those batteries catch on fire, fire hazard is ridiculous compared to, like, gasoline-powered cars. People are saying, like, oh, electric cars are just perfect. There's one minus side. Yeah, there is. A lot of fire hazards going to come across when the electric car becomes that much. Especially, like, whenever they catch fire because small thing here and there. Let's just say heat. Really hot places in Africa, India, and things like that where, like, 40, even 50 degrees, like, Middle East and things. Things might catch fire, and it's just, like, exploding now. One after another. It can explode for, like, multiple days.
The designated disabled man who will proceed to stay inside of 6 different wheelchairs for 40 minutes. And as a caveat, we force him to crawl on the ground between mechs for immersion reasons. But honestly, all of these fantastic tools absolutely pale in comparison to the fast and convenient resupply of GamerSupps energy drinks, here to give you a fantastic boost to your gaming abilities, which, if you want to win this battle, I will now expect of you. We in the Chinese are not going to be taking back Osto 2 on 8 hours of sleep, but they did also release a sleep aid. In case somebody gives you too much energy, how am I getting away with this shit? GamerSupps comes in many different flavors, such as Guacamole Gamer Fart 9000, Grandpa's Ashes, and Good. It's just good. All at the low price of 40 cents per stratagem, which is
only genuine one there, only the one with the truth. It's good. It's not like cocaine, but it's fine. It has decent caffeine. There you go.
literally cheaper than the dirt I am dying over. I went to Amazon and checked. So if you are still watching this video somehow, and God bless you if you are, you can have GamerSupps delivered with 10% off by opening the description and clicking the special stratagem code. What else do we have? We have sentry guns, in case you really don't want to play the game, as well as a strange amount of primaries that are child safe. Can't wait for the devs to nerf this one and say some shit like, sorry Helldivers, Command sent us rigatoni instead of railgun shells. Now, in this kind of environment with this many fireworks, casualties are not just expected, they are required. You don't really get to 12 million by being an easy game, which is why, upon the occurrence of my teammate's tragic passing, I will gain the ability to replace my friends with a legally distinct Helldiver, ready to fight and die for the worst planets you have ever seen. Like my brother in Christ, you are fighting over the Arizona iced tea world. Missions in this game are usually comprised of exploring new and fantastic worlds, and then building a Walmart supercenter on them. Local residents be damned. To that end,
I'm liking this game. See, I liked Mass Effect Andromeda because it had an element of like exploring alien worlds and establishing things, right? Pathfinder. Somehow that concept alone felt good with the good graphics. This game is probably obviously different, but it has that element, right? Like you explore planets, kill things with good graphics. You know what, you put posts and things. I don't know. Can you play this game single player? Because I don't want to play with like co-op and shit, right? I don't want to like, oh, hello, you know, let's hang out with friends. That's not my thing, right? If I want to hang out with friends, I'm going to do it my own time, not with games and shit. I don't understand that current culture of that thing. All the people are always on headset and things. But I have to check out this game, man. I'm sure there's a single player, thing, right? I don't know.
we have a great diversity of missions, like geological surveys, rescuing civilians who move their heads like confused avians. He's like a chicken! Spreading industrial amounts of carcinogenic gas, and launching the fucking nuclear missile. We did it, Patrick. We saved Istanu, along with a myriad of side objectives, which usually boil down to, killing everything that moves. And occasionally, loading a gun that will do it for you. We don't really talk about the Eradicate missions because they tend to play themselves, all in service to liberate a planet by an astounding 0.0003%. This isn't a fucking charity, alright? Reach 100% liberation, and lose all of it the very next day. I am currently reporting to you from the 5th Siege of Hellmire. Planets and Helldivers also have a unique blend of beautiful environments, like the Heaven Planet, where it is impossible to escape God's light, the Constant Meteor Storm Planet, where it is illegal to stand still,
see what I've wanted in Andromeda and I'm hoping Mass Effect 4 has. People hated Mass Effect 1's like explore planet because like nothing much to explore. But then again, space is empty. So are the planets. Of course, there's gonna be just one post there. I like Mass Effect 1 for realism of it. And I like that, when you go to different planets, there are like 2 suns there, 3 suns there, like there's meteor shower, and many, astrophysics related things, right? Which are, missed in every other game, right? Mass Effect 3 had certain things to look at, great. 4 had a mission or something in there. But yeah, there's like, different terrains, different space, right? Meteor showers, you can see a black hole in the sky. I hope Mass Effect 4 does that. And this kind of feels, similar to that.
Fire Tornado Planet, the weird fucking animal planet. I'm going to call you Genghis Shingles Ringer, and the planet that, before it was removed from the game, randomized your airstrikes, which made the process of calling a resupply much more interesting. Please put this back in the game. Look,
Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm prone on the ground. I'm dying. Let me throw something.
Helldivers is a game that gives you a lot of tools and a lot of places to use them. So honestly, the task of describing it all to you is not my fucking job. The developers are literally adding things faster than I can show them to you. I began making this video before mechs existed. So inevitably, when the day comes that Arrowhead adds the secret third faction that we don't legally know anything about, I guess I'll be making a video about it. As long as this one gets views. Overall, Helldivers 2 is an absolute chaotic mess, where every mission begins and ends with the assumption that we are not going to make it, and yet somehow, some way, I still find a way to disappoint my friends. Some may consider it difficult, while others may consider it fucking bullshit. But personally, surviving against all odds in the face of complete, absolute absurdity is a big reason that I still love this game. No matter how many game-breaking bugs they introduce. Sorry, Helldivers. This gun's accuracy rating is so high that it causes integer overflow. And with the Galactic War still ongoing, our story—
Wait a minute, when they nerf things, they give you reasons, like in-lore reasons. Is that what's happened there? That's insane.
—of spreading managed democracy has only just begun. We have the ships.
What?
The ships. We have the weapons. We need soldiers. Soldiers like the
What the fuck is happening? Hey, Google Chrome is stupid. Sometimes just stops loading for whatever reason.
like the angry Chinese guy. Service guarantees affordable healthcare. They'll keep fighting and they'll win. As long as the bug front plays the game today. On a more personal note, the Ministry of Truth extends its gratitude to all of its very kind patrons, enabling and financing our propaganda on a truly galactic scale. Your money is being put to excellent use, making only the funniest and most original content. Anyways, time to report to my execution now.
There you go. Yeah. Not gonna lie, I expected this game to be meh. I like Maxos, videos. I'm like, it's gonna be entertaining, but game's gonna be meh. Didn't realize it's gonna be this good because it checks certain boxes that I really like. So people have like certain things that they need, they want in a game, right? That basically like 80% of the people like, right? Like it has to be good mechanics, it has a good gameplay, it has to be a good story, and obviously I like that as well. But there's certain things that gives it an X factor to me. Right, for whatever reason. And when people hate certain games, somehow that's good. People hated Mass Effect Andromeda. I didn't. I really loved it because of the exploration and the good graphics element. Most people kind of say like graphics is not that important. For me, somehow it is. Right, I like the immersion of things, how good it looks. Right, so for me, graphics are great. Going to alien planet, killing things, establishing post and all that, and like ever growing thing. It's fun. I don't think there's gonna be single player thing because it's like. Who knows, like Jensen could be single player, who knows. But yeah, if it does, like I'm definitely gonna play this game. It's awesome. Yeah, Max's videos are always awesome. Reviews with quotation marks are always awesome. He says it's incorrect. Was there any incorrect in this one? He just played. This is like a review version of him, right? He makes two type of videos. Is a review, which basically how he explains this mechanics and things. Incorrect summary, where he just like summarizes the story completely incorrectly. What the? Camera's going insane. All right. Oh, there we go. Internet goes bad, Google Chrome goes bad, and so is the camera. Everything's going bad. All right. So that was Helldivers 2 review. Triple the defense budget. Yeah, that's how the world is going now. US and everything, I guess, with the future looming as many wars to come or something. With China, Taiwan, 2 wars already happening. Yeah. Triple the defense budget is going to be a thing in the future. This was a Maxer. If you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time.